So what is the title for today?
So today I'm going to talk about what is my ask? What am I asking for? You know, there are lots of verses in the Bible that talk about ask, you know, ask for this and ask for that. And I think the really cool thing about that is that obviously if we're to ask, he's listening.
Yeah.
Otherwise he wouldn't ask us to ask.
Yeah.
But he's listening. And the verse, just a really simple verse from Matthew 7, verse 7, it says, ask and it will be given to you.
Mm-hmm. And it always, like when you are a fairly new Christian, you're like, ask for anything, like anything, and you're going to give it to me. But it doesn't work like that.
No. So being with the grandchildren recently, they continually ask, can I have this? Can we go here? Can I do that? A myriad of questions about a myriad of things. And like all good parents do, they say yes to some and no to others, depending on what's good for them. And like you just said, Nerida, to ask in prayer is so open-ended, you know, to ask for what? What do you want? And I think like the grandkids, there are a myriad of things we can ask God for. You know, we can ask him for help, ask him for our daily needs, for guidance, for forgiveness. We can ask on behalf of others for a job, you know, or for stuff, the stuff we want. So I think it's good to say, what are we asking for? If we did an audit on our prayers, it'd be quite revealing, wouldn't it, to see what the content is, you know. I heard a preacher give a testimony and it really stayed with me. He wanted a Toyota Hilux four-wheel drive vehicle. And he was really praying and believing God for it and asking persistently. He did a lot of off-road driving. And so he said the prayer consumed him for quite some time. And eventually God answered his prayer and he got his vehicle and he felt really blessed. However, when he faced a dark patch in his life and a lot of opposition, he realised his vehicle couldn't help him.
Oh, right.
The blessing of the vehicle was no match for the trial that he was facing. And what he really needed in his life at that point was spiritual muscle and character and resilience. And he just said that this lesson completely refocused the priorities of his prayers.
Oh, right.
His ask changed. So I guess for me, getting a bit older, it's important to ask for the everyday things and to ask for others. But I think it's really important to ask for character qualities that I need to grow in my life so that I don't get taken out.
Yeah.
Things I'm going to need moving forward. Things like a kind heart, a sound mind, a loving nature, compassion, wisdom, humility, grace to forgive. So these are like the qualities that I feel like I want the Holy Spirit to work in me so that I'm equipped.
That's good.
For challenges.
Can I ask a question? I remember a few years back, I asked God, I said, God, when will I find a wife? Okay. Bang, really clear as a bell. He said to me, you're not ready for one of my daughters yet. Okay. It was so clear and I heard it and I'm like, right, you're so right, mate, because it's so rare that I heard that voice. I knew when I heard it, it was him speaking to me and I accepted it. What do you suggest to someone that's making an ask, has been continually asking but not getting what they want? What's the stance they should adopt in that situation?
I guess to me, God always answers, but he answers with yes or no or wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's and that's where your faith comes into it. You know, we live in an instant society.
Yeah.
And we might wait 2 weeks and we don't get an answer. Well, that's not, you know, people say it didn't work, doesn't work. But it's a lot. It's like a parent. It's like a father-child. You know, a parent's not going to give a child something, just what you're saying, that is not going to be, they're not ready for.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-year-old saying, I want to drive a car. You know, it's ludicrous. And maybe some of the things we ask God for are a bit ludicrous as well, you know.
Yeah.
But we've got to trust his character, you know, that he always hears, he always listens and he answers. But it's not necessarily, if we've got the ears to hear the answer that may not be the one we want.
Yeah. Yeah. In this instance, I didn't like the answer, but I accepted it, completely accepted it. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess just in wrapping up, it's a good thing to consider what am I asking for? You know, am I really prioritising what's really important to me? or is it just an impulsive kind of, I mean, both are good. Anything we ask for is fine, but, maybe
I
it's
love
good
the character qualities thought is really good. That kind of, flips things on its head a little bit.